When we are including hyperlinks within our course, we want to make sure that we link the words of the site that we're going to. Okay, we actually want to hyperlink the actual description. So if we have a link going to Concord Community Schools, we want to link the words Concord Community Schools. What we don't want to do is do one of those click here that some people like to put in. Click here to go to the Concord Community Schools website. Do not do that, okay? It reduces the ability for some students to know how to navigate what to click on. If they can't see the contrast, for instance, in colors, it's going to be hard for students to know where to go. Also, don't insert the actual web address. For Concord, it's pretty short, but some of the web addresses get very, very long. And so if you're using a screen reader, it's going to be difficult for you to navigate. So hyperlink the actual description. The other thing is with images is that in order to make it accessible for all, when you're using a screen reader, it's not going to be able to tell you what an image is unless you give it what's called an alt tag. And so if you have an image that you're inserting, and let's say we're talking about UDL. So I'm going to search the web, or Universal Design by Learning. Let me see if they have any images for that. So let's say that I insert this picture on Universal Design by Learning. It's like a, what would you call it? Like a mind map, okay? So what I would do is for images that I use, I would want to give it an alt tag. To do that, you can right click it and it will say alt text. Okay, and then you just give it the title of what you want the screen reader to say. You want the screen reader to acknowledge that this is a mind map of Universal Design. Now you could go on in the description to explain what some of these terms that are being connected includes CAST, which is the link that I will give you at the end. Focuses on, I see the word engagement. So if I wanted to go through and describe it, I can. But at the very minimum, give it the alt text or the alt tag. Now, let's say I have this bare space here. It's going to be filled with a video. But let's say I have a bare space on my slide and I just want it to not be bare. And I just want to put an image there. Well, first of all, your images should be intentional. But let's say you just have a descriptive picture there just for the heck of it. Then what you can do is actually use the word descriptive for the alt tag. So if I want to just put a picture of a fat cat to just fill up room. OMG, look at some of these cats. They're so fun. They're so floofy. Well, this one looks like an angry one. Okay. Oops. Yeah. So let's say I just decide because I want it to be pretty. Okay. It doesn't really serve a purpose. I don't need them to know. It doesn't go with the text. So when I do my alt text, I would just write the word descriptive. And that way, as the person is using a screen reader, they know that that is just a descriptive picture. They don't need to know exactly what it is. Okay, so keep that in mind. Tagging your pictures is one way to make it more accessible to those that are using screen readers.